Hello and welcome back to another Avatar: The Last Airbender traditional draft. The first pack has some underwhelming rares. This is a 4 mana 3/3, and I am tempted to take Gather the White Lotus, try and force a mono white deck. That is it's locking in pretty quickly. This is not really viable outside of mono white. Let's take maybe Path to Redemption, Ostrich Horse, or Compassionate Healer, which leaves us the most open. Airbending Lesson is maybe the follow-up here to Path to Redemption. Lightning Strike otherwise would be the pick. This is also a pack that's a little bit underwhelming. Okay, Compassionate Healer or Water Bending Lesson? Or Fire Bending Lesson? What do we like here? Let's stick to Compassionate Healer and kind of stay the most open we can. Nah, one of the lessons is so much stronger, right? Ooh, Tools of War was passed by 3 other drafters. The green cards here fit the lesson theme if we end up green red or green white. And we have lessons we can fetch and counters we can put on stuff. We'll see if Tools of War wheels. If it does, we'll play that. If not, we can either take the Deserters here, Ostrich Horse, Rocky Rebuke, or the Hawk. Let's continue passing green, I guess. We can spec on Tools of War. It's either that or the Deserters. Could add the Ostrich Horse Raucous Audience combo. Let's take Water Grasp here. Now we're pretty spread out. We've passed a lot of green. And without that green, we don't really have a firm identity. Yip Yip is a lesson. And white is technically our strongest color here simply because we have 2 cards as we pick Yip Yip. Don't love anything here. So let's take the land. Okay, abandoned attachments over the deserters. What if we were mono white? What if we were mono white? This wheel. Ostrich horses here. Looking like a messy draft already. Alright. We're gonna try and do it. Mono white. It's not possible to pick up barrels of Blasting Jelly and some dual lands if we find some cards that are worth splashing, like a green white, blue white. Well, okay, there goes the mono white dream. So we want to take Airbender Ascension. We don't, so. Goodbye, White Lotus. Okay. Now we have another Kyoshi Warriors. Probably nothing out of this pack that we want, unless we find a green card we want to play. We'll take that land. Do we want a Messenger Hawk or Kyoshi Warriors? I think we need more 3-drops, so let's get Messenger Hawk. Okay, Quench is going to be the pickup here. It's not developing as a board. It's not an ally. It is going to be a lesson that may have payoffs. We get some of those first-time players. Oh, the Chosen War. Nothing to support it, really. Just the single Callous Inspector. We'll take another Messenger Hawk. Glider Staff is fabulous. We'll take that over Messenger Hawk. It's not a body for water bending. We would like some interaction, right? We have just Watery Grass, Path to Redemption, and Airbending lesson right now. It's technically Yip Yip if combat happens. I think presented the same choice between Messenger Hawk and Glider Staff. We would now pick Messenger Hawk and more bodies for Katara. Let's take a Watery Grass board. I would like a North Pole Gates. Forecasting Fortune Teller. It's gonna be a solid pickup. I think we do take it over Teo. I mean, we have 2 Messenger Hawks and whatever we equip with Glider Staff that'll fly. Wow. Wow. We can't splash this, right? It's not responsible. This thing's so good. We have no way of splashing double black. That is so unfortunate. Okay, well, pick up either another Messenger Hawk or another Quench. Let's start with Quench. Do we like Hawk better here than Quench? 3, 4, 5. Take one more quench and see if Messenger Hawk wheels. Now I'm wishing that we had taken quench. I think I'll take a compassionate healer over another quench. We don't want too many copies of this in the deck. Let's take some more removal. Wouldn't mind an octopus form with Katara's Protect. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't love Avatar Enthusiasts. It may very well make the deck here. How many lessons do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's enough for Guru. And there's a North Pole Gates. Oh, we did get an octopus form. So we'll cut one Yu-Gi-Oh! That is likely going to be the deck. Okay. Over here, do nothing, draw spells. I would have liked a water bending lesson. One abandoned attachments we'll have to do. Combat tricks over here. And curve looks like this, okay. Let's run it and hope that we draw Katara Water Tribe's Hope. Who is the L will be our first opponent. Fellow line player. We get to play first. This is keepable. This is the deck play. All right blue and white cards and then hope we draw Katara to make them ginormous creatures that win the game. like investing more in this deserters. If he blows it up, we just equip our other deserters. Boggy swamp hunters, okay. Well, let's just lock that down now. I don't think we re-equip. I mean, he's blue-black. Maybe we do, right? See what he's got. So he eats our 1-2. And now we threaten lethal in the air next turn. We need to make sure to crack our clue on our turn, on his turn, so that we don't draw a second card for turn and give him a bunch of CARDS. Okay, octopus form. It's not going to give him flying. And there's nothing for 1 black, so we simply need to not block here. Okay, we got a little lucky there, I feel, how the board developed. He has a slower deck. He played basically 4 or 5 drop, 4 drop, 5 drop, 5 drop, and wasn't able to keep up. But this would have been hard to overcome with our deck if we didn't draw Katara. What do we want? More Yip Yip to push through damage and potentially win. The quenches, I think, will still be good. One less Avatar Enthusiast, one more Yip Yip. Let's try that. I don't love this. On the draw, we are more likely to make use of a quench in turn 2 with 2 mana. Here, we're gonna try and hold up Quench when he has around 5 mana. We know he has 2 plays that are scary around 5 mana. So he does just want to crack the blue. Chaos Inspector. Okay, not a bad sign. Okay, so we could be greedy here. Play Guru and try and get a counter out of the Quench. We're gonna go Shields down for a potential 5 mana play, but he missed a land drop last turn. Let's do that. Let's attack with the Hawk. Get Guru out. Yep. So the rest of these are going to the bottom. No 5-drop. If he waits for Unagi, that's good for us. So we can hold up Quench now. Let's start with... We don't need to start with this, do we? If he draws a card, he's blocking, so... Okay, nothing. I'm feeling like maybe we're ready to see Unagi come out here. If we get to quench that, put a 1/1 counter on the Hawk, then we are feeling good. Aha, aha. Perfect. Quench is doing great. Some of the beauty of playing best of 3. So we learn what his deck looks like. Hama and Unagi are the threats, and he's not necessarily doing a bunch between turn 1 and 5. Or 1 and 5 mana. It's, dropping creatures that we don't need to respect a ton. There's Hama, the other 5 mana threat. The good news is right now there's just Quench, which he's only going to be able to play during his turn. That's going to be pretty useless. So that's a 5 mana 3/3 essentially. Okay, easy peasy. We just cast Yip on Guru. And we get to put a 1/1 counter here. Eat Hama. Slam a Kyoshi Warriors. Alright, good job, deck. These blue-white decks are important to know. They don't all get piloted the same. If you have Water Tribe Rallier, sometimes you're actually okay with board stall. And you're being more the control player. In other matches like this one, You need to be the beatdown. He would beat us, very likely, in the long term with Hama and Unagi most games. Assuming we didn't draw Katara. So we want to press our advantage. Take advantage of those dead turns between 1 and 5 mana. Now, speaking of Katara, it's here. We can't keep a 1 in hand. Okay, we can keep this hand with Katara. I'm going to set a planes back. There's a second island. We'll have a 2-drop off the top. Deserters. Or Compassionate Healer. Compassionate Healer off the top. Cool. Deserters would be out of the Firebending lesson range. Assuming he didn't cast it in response to us entering the battlefield. Forest, interesting. Well, we have a 3-4-5. We do have to skip turn 2, which would be rough in Modern Magic. He plays Deserter. Okay. Well, little wait for that. The good news is, it's 3 mana to exhaust to copy a lesson for the turn. So if he has a lesson he's trying to copy, it very well could be in quench range. No lesson to copy, I presume, if he's doing this. Unless he's got Seismic Sense. Be sweet. Oh, wow, that is a pretty good one to copy. I don't think we can just hold up Quench. Let's get Octopus form for Katara. Another Aang's Journey. Okay, that's better than a scary 5-drop. Okay, we could give him another lesson copy with this. So let's send the wolf back bat. Let's hit a land, please. Cool. And in case he replays the wolf bat, and says it's gonna be better with Katara, I'm gonna keep shields down for now. So if we play Katara next turn, if we draw no lands, this is 1, 2, 3. We could waterbend 4 and attack with 3 creatures. We would need to waterbend for 4. I figure that he's investing more into discarding our hand, so let's just commit more to the board ourselves. And now we can play Katara and hold up Octopus form. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can still hold up Octopus form. No, thank you. I mean, we could make ourselves a 6/6, eat both these creatures here. We cast no, we can't put the counter on Guru, so let's pull up the Deserter. Just chill with Octopus form. Next turn, 3, 5, 6, 7 Waterbend is likely incoming. We can do that without losing any attackers or taking Octopus form down. Okay, thank you, Katara. So, what's he doing? He's running a greedier multicolor deck. Does draw a lot. He'll win on card advantage if he gets to play cards like Ozai Cruelty and duplicate abandoned attachments, but he develops to the board slower. think we keep it as is because we have not seen that much removal from him. We haven't seen any removal from him despite being removable colors. Keep this. Obsessive Pursuit. Okay, so these games often come down to whether he kills himself with Obsessive Pursuit first, or he gets a big lifelink, stacking 3 permanents in one turn. The life gain will help a little bit here. So once again, we're not beating him on card advantage. We just need to kill him before he can play out all the cards in his hand. Okay, so that's pretty good for him. That's pretty efficient. 1 mana, move our guy. Okay, whew. Not the best game to have a slow start. Let's use abandoned attachments. Alright, Path to Redemption. Messenger Hawk. Unfortunately. Let's get Guru out there. We do whiff. Katara goes to the bottom. We had 1, 2, 3 blessing cards in hand already. I'm not super surprised by that whiff. At least opponent is potentially land screwed here. I guess not. That's kind of crazy. There's so much invested into this card. That's crazy. Wow, wow. This deck is hella greedy. So even if we do lose this game, I feel good about game 3. Kerping out and killing him. Assuming he doesn't have like Rise of Sosin board wipe. Another 1 mana removal spell is good for him. He actually chooses to kill our Messenger Hawk. Corrupt Court Official would be brutal. But we got clues to crack. And he's got to do something to affect the board eventually. Okay, there it is. No way he has another size cruelty, right? Quench should be great here. Okay, anything besides Corrupt Court Official is basically cool for us. Yeah, it's fine. You gain some life. No, thank you. Okay. He needs to get a creature down and sack 3 clues while it connects an attack. Go in here. Okay. So, he's dead. Nothing for... Well, unless he's got... I don't think there's anything for 1 red that could get us. Yep, cool. Okay, what a crazy greedy deck. 2 Ozai's Cruelty, he's playing Abandoned Attachments, he's not affecting the board with multiple Aang's Journeys as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that don't actually affect the board while he's playing Obsessive Pursuit. That seems wild to me. Jacob Partlow with the more expensive Avatar version of our lion guy will be our final boss. This is keepable for sure. Let's run a regulation size deck. Okay, we do not actually want to airbend his unlucky Gavage Merchant and give him another food token. So we'll play Messenger Hawk. If he's tapped out, we may airbending lessen his food token. And he's got 3 colors off the bat, just raw. Okay, he's not tapped out, so let's crack this clue token. Okay. What's he got? What's he got? We are tapped out before attacking. And he doesn't have anything that would get us. Octopus form would get our deserters. So there's a consideration to put the counter there. He's also green though, so he could have +2/+2 reach and untap. If that's the case, it's better to put the counter on Messenger Hawk so we trade instead of chump attack. Let's bounce the Rakasagi and slow him down. Equip this bad boy over here. And say he didn't have octopus form last time. Doubt he has it this time. It's not one we want to earthbend either. This is non-land. Okay, these go to the bottom. Let's just attack with our flyer. And hopefully, next turn we get to Airbend and send our Messenger Hawk back to hand and replay it. We're waiting until we get Guru so we can get 1/1 counters out of the deal. Badger Mole. Life gain is going to be hard to race. We can tap that down, though. The watery brass pretty cheap. Auto tapper. Got us here. We can't hold up octopus form anymore. Water bending the zone. Okay. He's not affecting the board. It's good for us since he's on a 2-turn air clock. And we can actually kill him here with our flyers. He doesn't have Yip Yip. And he's going straight to damage, so we cast this. Yup. See damage in there. Good mannered opponent. Now, he's going to have a scarier late game with Badger Mole and cards again, so we're going to be the aggro player once again. He does have pacifism for cards like Avatar Enthusiast. We can fly over him. We haven't seen much flying or reach from him. One, two. We only have three drop creatures, so I'm tempted to drop the Enthusiast for a Yip Yip here. Maybe that's not right. Okay, well, we have this turn 2. We can hold up abandoned attachments and quench. I would like to be developing out the board with Katara, so we got as much bodies on the board for her as possible. Whoa, he hits off Seismic Sense. That is a crazy 3-color card. He did just get his colors last time. Waterbender Ascension is not a good card. I'll say it. So let's get Deserters out there. he gets it. He does just get all 3 colors. Wow, that's a little wild. I kind of want to go for it. This sets us up to water grass next turn. Okay, we only have 1 blue. Do we actually toss this plains? I think we do. In hopes of picking up an island. We do not. Oh, it's not whenever 1 or more creatures, so we're gonna more connections. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to let him draw cards. Okay, there it is. I think it's gonna be better to actually airbending lesson his waterbender ascension and hold up quench. Yeah, we need to be careful about not dying to unblockable. Let's use quench here since we've got the mana. Okay, he does tap out though. Okay, we're set up. Kill him next turn with Katara. We can waterbend for 1, 2, 3. With no lands. I see. It's going to create 2 blockers and gain 2 life. That's pretty good for him. Oh, he's going to trigger it twice. He's going to gain 4 life. Earthbend for 4. Well, if he doesn't have Octopus form, we can block that. Kyoshi Warriors and eat it with Yip Yip. Looks like the game is going to go on for a little bit longer. So, can we kill him? Ah, no. No, we cannot. So, do we use Katara defensively here, or do we play Guru try and hit a lesson? Five, 1, 2, 3. That makes it 4-4. Let's try and hit a lesson. Maybe this is wrong. Oh, I can just make something unblockable, yeah. So we're dead regardless. Just run it as is. Yep. Both colors, 2-drop. Little curve out here, maybe. I mean, not really a curve out. It's a glider staff. Not a creature. Oh, Gran turn 1. It's a little scary. We need to see if we can scry into a land. Ah. I'm most tempted to Watery Grasp his Gran. Okay. He has a Watery Grasp of his own. He's at least color screwed. Let's get Guru out there. No hits is unfortunate. We do have 3 already drawn or played. 1, 2, 3. How many would be left? 4, 5. 6. 6 other lessons. This is a pretty responsible Guru deck, if I'm being honest. Let's do the same thing. Let's lock down his island. That'll be fine. Ooh, Earth King. Scary card. Glad we won't be seeing that in this match. Three, four. Send Grand Grand back first. Thinking if he wants to shuffle our Passion Healer back or not. He does. It's maybe silly. He gets more counters on his Waterbender Ascension. He's got life gain whenever he puts 1/1 counters on stuff. Yikes. Okay, well, we got Watery Grass for it. I think we do need to beat him down a bit. Do not want him tapping down Guru and attacking with 2 creatures so that he can draw cards. The life gain is going to be hard to race. It's on a 4-turn air clock now. We are hellbent. Okay, well. Let's see what we draw. Okay, let's try and kill him before he's gonna outdraw us. I think we accept that. Oh, yeah, it's looking like a 2-1. Okay, Rocket's audience isn't as bad as it could be. He is Earth Kingdom General for sure. He does have Barrels of Blast and Agility up. It's combat that he earthbends. Can we re-equip here? I think we're just dead. We gotta hope he plays something. We quench it so they can't barrels of blast and jelly. I mean, please pay for Waterbender Ascension. I think that's our only out. Is we equip, we get Yip Yip, and we do 7 damage in the air. Play something. Please play something instant speed. No! We need that quench counter. Oh, he doesn't. I think it's impossible to win now. Well, actually. No, yeah, there's no way to draw Katara and Yip Yip. No 4-power creature. This taps him out. So this would remove 2 blockers. We could do it with Katara if he pays us. Okay, we can do it. We cannot. Okay, well, we played 2 our outs. Okay, well, I think our drafting can still use work. Our play, which has been kind of god awful, has seen some improvement there. Bear in mind. So we'll take that as a win. GG's. We'll see you next time. Try and improve in the next one.